Hi there and welcome to this sound design tutorial. Today we're going to be recreating the Supersaw synth from Animals by Martin Garrix. Okay, so first of all I'm just going to put up a screenshot of the chord progression for this tutorial onto the screen, and then you can just pause the video and input those notes into your piano roll. Okay, so now you've got those notes down, we can continue with creating the sound. First up, in slot 1, we're going to put an analog sawtooth oscillator here. And now in slot 2, it's going to be another analog sawtooth oscillator. This time we're going to tune up by 12 semitones. And then in slot 3, it's going to be another sawtooth analog oscillator. This time we're going to tune down by 12 semitones. And then in slot 4, we're just going to have a sine wave here. And we're going to tune this one down by 12 semitones, just so we get some really clean sub bass underneath the saws. And now going over into our mixer panel here, we're just going to get a nice balance of these sounds. Okay, so now we're going to go into our settings panel here, and we're going to have a look at the voicing options. We're just going to turn up this unison here to 2. And that's going to give us 2 voices per note. And then we'll just turn up the global detune here, and this is going to give us a really nice thick texture by tuning these unison oscillators apart from each other. Okay, now going over to our pre-filter effect slot here, we're going to insert a shelving EQ and then just push up the high frequencies slightly. Okay, and now we can take a look at our filter and envelope sections. So we'll just turn on this second envelope here and assign that to control the frequency cutoff of the filter. Okay, and now going into our post-filter effect slot here, we're just going to insert a parametric EQ, and then we're just going to push up the high mids. Okay, now we're just going to add some Lfo modulation as you hear in the original track. So we just turn on this Lfo and then we're going to apply that to the fine tuning of our first 3 oscillators here. And then we're going to pull that level right down. And then just turn up this delay time so that this gradually comes in. And we have to remember to turn on sync and retrig for this Lfo. Okay, and now we can polish this off by going into our effects panel here. And in our first slot, we're just going to turn on this ping pong echo and select this long sub preset. This is going to give us some nice stereo width. And then finally we're going to insert a reverb into our second effect slot here. Okay, so that's sounding nice now, and it's definitely quite similar to the original. So I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial today, and we'll catch up with you next time.